Okay, and we are live. Hooray. Just gotta get this set up on the Patreon. I forgot to do this last time. Duh. Put this in the productions playlist. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. Probably for the best. Alright, let's make sure this is up and running. Yep, we're good. Oh, need my drawing glove. One more minute before we actually get started. Alright, it's officially on the hour. Good morning, everyone. We're here bright and early today to get started with some artwork. I want to get this out of the way because I've got other things on my to-do list that I want to get handled. So we're just going to devote the next 2 hours to working on this storyboard a little bit more. So let's have some fun with it. Yay! I still haven't made the scratch audio for this yet, so we're just gonna keep doing the drawing stuff. You know. Might actually have to break this one up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, because we've got some overlapping elements here. Okay. Pencil, sketchy. Slightly darker than the rest of it. Grass. Isn't grass so much fun, you guys? Let's see. Right, that was my zoom button. What was my rotation button? Hang on. I gotta look this up. Let's see. Rotation hotkeys. Storyboard Pro. Control Alt. That's interesting. Oh, right, and then you can just... Oh. Wee! Wee! Alright. You know, talking about fun life stuff for a second, I went to go see the Don Evil Eye, quote-unquote, movie in theaters. Really just the advanced screening of Season 2. That was a great day. Had so much fun. Went with my friends, other Don fans. I wore my Momo cosplay outfit because I spent all this time and money on it. Why would I not wear it? That's just, like, silly, you know? Okay. Might actually have to make the background a little bit darker. Just because, like, if I do this... You know, like, yeah, that just blends in. Well, it stands out a little bit, I guess. Square brush. Weird. I thought maybe I could use the non-vector layers, but I really think it's for the best. Yeah, solid brush is just better for stuff like this. Too dark, I think. There we go. That's nicer. Once again, not being precious about it. We can be all cool and detailed once we're doing the actual scenes. There. Alright, now that that's set up, time to do the fun part again. I don't know why the zoom in wasn't working there. Oh, still on the same layer. That's why it looks so weird. You ever looked at a cat and noticed how high up their shoulder blades go when they're crouched? I noticed that when I was watching this documentary with lions in it, and they showed, like, the lionesses hunting and all crouched down, and I was looking at them and I was like, Jesus, those shoulder blades! Blah, creepy children. It's like The Shining out here. I think I should actually copy this other one. Copy, paste. Bring that down here. Let me just erase the head. Look a little more consistent if we do it that way. Yeah. Okay. Not the pencil. Spooky glowy eyes, woo! Just the barest suggestion of kittens being under there. Maybe I should make the cat also a dark color. That's probably going to cause her to blend in with the background there. Here, that should work. Awesome. Rat. Oh, YouTube's not responding. Okay. Gotta handle this. How do I fix that? I don't know how to fix this. Bitrate settings. Bitrate settings. Grumble, grumble. Stream output. Bitrate. 288. The upper limit for the current streaming service. Let's try 192. Okay, did that change anything? I feel like it didn't. A bitrate of 6800? 6800. Okay. Okay, well, I've changed the settings. Maybe it'll be better for next stream. We're just gonna have to keep pushing. Okay, I think we're gonna do a nice brick layout. Oh, shit. Wrong brush. Boop. There we go. Computer's just like, I'm sorry, man, I ain't strong enough for this. It's literally just a drawing stream. It's not like I'm running anything that intensive on here. I guess you guys can shout at me if this thing's fucking up. I don't think it is, though. It looks like my animation is playing just fine. Well, you can probably watch the VOD later. I don't think the... Oh, come on, open. I don't think the buffering will be as bad on there. I feel like I want to talk about more things. What else can I talk about here? I'm catching up on The Bear, which is still a really good show. I'm honestly really impressed with how good it is. When I first heard about The Bear and saw what it looked like, I was like, is this just like a Gordon Ramsay style reality show? But no, it's like actually a very well-written, well-executed character drama. It's just like, wow, you don't see that every day anymore. My favorite character in the show, oh my god, as of right now is definitely Richie. He has had a fantastic arc, really well written and well executed. Like, you know, the way that he goes from kind of being the worst character, like the one you would want to hang out with the least, to being just one of the best guys in the room at all times is just amazing. And it is also kind of interesting to watch our protagonist, Carmi, fall from grace a little bit throughout the course of the show, too. Because, like, it's interesting. He starts out as, you know, the smart guy with a dream who really wants to make something of this shitty restaurant, and nobody else listens to him when he, you know, tells them how to make things better around here. Because they're all very resistant to change, or they think it's snobby, they don't want to do it. So he sort of starts off as like the underdog guy that we're rooting for, and we're all just like, oh, why won't they just listen to Carmi? You know, he's been a head chef at the world's greatest restaurant. He obviously knows what he's talking about. But then once Carmi starts getting what he wants, so like the cracks in his personality start to show a little bit. And then the other characters, once they get on board with things and embrace the change, they start to really outshine him as a person. And then after a while, it kind of feels like Carmi's the one holding everyone else back. Oh, man. Streaming certainly goes smoother on my gaming PC than it does on my work PC. Which sucks, because, like, this is the one I do art on. I would like to be able to share this with other people. Oh, whoops. Oh, we're back to error. Great. I've got it at the right kilobyte setting. Whatever. It's just gonna have to be as it be. I don't know why I keep thinking I have the hand tool selected when I very obviously don't. So yeah, The Bear. Very good show. Very well written. I really like how they do the dialogue. Because they choose to make it very imperfect in a way that feels like how people would talk to each other in real life. Like, there's people stutter, they talk over each other, they interrupt each other completely by accident. And it feels pretty real, but the writers are really good at controlling the flow of the dialogue as well, so that the dialogue has really nice timing. Like, there'll be moments where people's words will line up with each other in ways that just feels very satisfying, almost from like a musical perspective. Like, it feels very rhythmic. And it just creates, it means that any scene where somebody's talking is actually a really fun scene, which is honestly ideal. Because the last thing you want is to have like a talking heads moment where it's just the constant, you know, shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot. One character speaks, another character speaks. That kind of thing. That gets kind of boring to watch after a while. So yeah, I don't know who they hired to write for The Bear, but they should really be getting more work, honestly. The rest of Hollywood could probably really use their help right now. By the way, I don't know if anybody has seen the Lilo and Stitch movie yet. I didn't go see it, but, you know, you're damn right I watched the reviews. And holy fuck. I knew it was going to be a stinker, but I didn't think they were going to blow it that badly. Like, how do you literally take the original theme of the story and just throw it in the garbage and think you're still going to have a good movie afterwards? Like, oof. Man, I feel bad for the movie's original creator. Bro does not deserve to have his legacy go down like that, you know? Like, this is the guy that fucking helped direct How to Train Your Dragon. He made the wild robot. He's written for a shit ton of animated films that people really love. And what do they do with his movie? They give it to the hackiest writers to have ever graced a Disney boardroom. Like, holy cow, how do you misunderstand the story that completely? It's such a simple story. It's so easy. Literally, all you had to do was make a shot-for-shot recreation of the original. You bastards would have printed money. But no, can't do that apparently. Honestly, at this point, I don't care what I say about Disney publicly. I'm probably never going to get hired by them anyway. I watched the EFAP video where they went over Lilo and Stitch, the live-action remake, and they dove into the director's, like, you know, career history, looking at what else they've worked on, and it's like literally nothing. Like, both directors worked on maybe 2 films before this one. And, like, none of the stuff they've done is, like, particularly noteworthy. And, like, I don't want to be mean, you know, because resume isn't always a good signal for skill level. But I also just don't understand why Disney, of all companies, would end up with somebody like that for one of their movies. Like, surely you'd want to start them out on something a little smaller, just to see what they can do first. You're gonna jump right to giving them directorial rights over one of your biggest IPs? I don't know, it just seems like they really set themselves up for failure. Makes me wonder how they even got in. I don't want to claim nepotism without proof, but, I mean, that's how a lot of Hollywood functions. Honestly, not even, like, familial nepotism anymore. It's, like, friend nepotism. Which, like, you'd think wouldn't be nearly as bad of a thing. Like, it makes sense. Yeah, work with the people you know, the people that you trust, that you've already vetted, and know that they're good workers. But I honestly kind of think that, like, these Hollywood people aren't actually friends. You know? Because a friend could make a good assessment of another friend's skill level and decide if they really wanted to work with them or not. But I think that they're just like, oh, they're my friend, I have to help them out. It's like, no, you don't. Because, like, sure, they're your friend, but at the end of the day, like, your job is to produce a good movie. And if your friends get in the way of that, well, then you kind of gotta leave them behind, I'm sorry to say. You know? Like, you could still be friends with them, but you do kind of have to look them in the eye and say, hey, you're just not the right fit for this project. You know, your skill levels aren't quite where they need to be. And it doesn't mean you gotta leave them out in the cold completely. You can be like, hey, I'll get you set up for, like, an assistant position on this other project so you can learn, get some experience, take some notes, and then maybe you'll be ready for, you know, the big boy chair next time. Just sort of automatically be like, yeah, I know you, I'll give you a director's position. Like, that's a little much, guys, don't you think? Oh, I forgot about this one. Quick stretch break. Ugh. We're going through this at a decent clip, I feel. I don't know why on occasion my Zoom feature decides to stop working. Well, anyways, unfortunately it looks like Lilo and Stitch is still making gangbusters at the box office. So Disney's probably gonna take that as a sign to keep greenlighting more shit. Apparently the next one on their list is Tangled. Woof. And they're doing a Moana one too, and I'm just like, why? That movie, like, just fucking came out. Like, it's one thing to redo your movies from, like, the 30s and 50s and even the 90s. But the stuff that's less than a decade old, like, it hasn't even had the time to become a classic yet. It's so weird. I don't know why they're like this. A part of me really wants to be in the boardroom when they make these decisions. I just can't but feel that shit's gotta be so entertaining. I actually gotta look up a reference photo for this. I have a specific expression in mind. Gonna have to do a little scrolling. Don't mind me. Side note, if you all have not read the webcomic, Golden Shrike, please go read it, like yesterday. This shit is so good. If you like my comic and you like animal stories in general, like, definitely read this one. It is so good. I I believe it's posted on like DeviantArt, and it's got its like own website. Definitely go read it on the website. That's kind of the best way to view it while supporting the original creator. Oh, wrong button. Bro's dying, so sad. Legitimately, though, it is sad. Oh, why did I start over here? Oh, whatever. Oh. Did it on the wrong layer. Every artist's favorite realization that they're doing things on the wrong layer. Little subtle movements like this are honestly so difficult. Like, you don't really realize how many different parts of your body move when you breathe. Until you, like, do it. Try to draw it. Really. Moments like this that onion skin is really good for. Wait, what am I drawing this? Ah, fuck, I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. Fuck! Me. Okay. Let's get back in there. Yeah, that's fine. I might as well redo this part anyway. Hmm. That moment when you start breathing in order to figure out how to draw breathing. Still too dark, I think. Whee! There. Oh shit, wrong layer again. Ugh. How many times will I do this? As many times as I want. I forgot some lines on his face. We got harsh breathing. Oh, I hit deselect all panels. Haha. Delete panels. Delete panels. Cool. I think we are good. You know what? I feel like this background is still too dark. That feels better. All right. Oh, we finally straightened herself out? YouTube Studio? I'm glad. Took you only like an hour, but whatever. Okay. Don't mind me, I was just looking at my work. Sometimes I like to take a step back and just look at how it's all going. I'm actually gonna get to draw some faces on this one. That's interesting. Let's see, let's see. Need a good expression of anguish on this character. Very sad. And now for sad cat number 2. I guess it's just in my nature. I can't help but make up stories, even if it's for, like, a little one-off character. Like, I've already sort of got relationships in mind for these. Like, the cat that's closer to the body is closer to the dying cat than the cat who's standing off to the side over here. As you can also tell from, like, this later, you know, the next pose. Where he's, like, head pressed into his shoulder. A very dramatic example of mourning, while this cat's just turned their face away. It's the simple little things like that, but it does give the scene a lot more life. It's all very sad. Less sad. That's not what I pasted. Or that's not what I copied. Copy. Paste. There we go. Oh. I kinda hate that about onion skin. It includes the freaking color layers too. Oh, nope, not that one. Paste. I'm gonna try something here. Come on. Nope. Okay, never mind. I thought I had something. I didn't. I didn't have shit. I think I did his tail wrong in the other shot. Hang on. Yeah, it's not scraggly in that one. I need to make it scraggly. That's alright. We can fix it in post. That's what post is for. Oh fuck, I did it on the wrong layer. Again. God damn. Wait. I was like, why isn't it going back to its normal shape behind the lines? That's why. I still feel like this is too dark. That feels more reasonable. Oh, did I do these two on the same layer? Haha. Oh, that's alright. They're kind of on the same ground plane, I guess. Man, the layers in this are fucking me up. I'm not normally this bad about my layers. Oh yeah, let's fix that real quick. Oh my god, gotta turn these off too. There, that'll do. Oh, did I do the fucking tail on the wrong layer too? What the fuck? Oh my god, these goddamn layers are gonna be the death of me. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break just to rest, stretch my arms, all that good stuff. Y'all hang tight, I'll be right back. Oh hey bro, you just got done with the interview? Feel free to type out how that went in the comments while I take my break. I'll be right back. And we're back. Bro, you gotta elaborate. How'd the interview go? I'm very excited for you. Working at a minifig store sounds really fun and like something that's gonna be totally up your alley. I certainly hope you get it, because it sounds like it'll be more consistent work than being an MC for trivia night. Which I totally get is, like, also definitely your vibe. But, you know, if you want to look after yourself, you'll definitely need something with a more regular source of income, and, you know. Retail's a great place to start. I mean, you should know I was in retail for a very long time. Still kind of am, technically, but a little more high-end than normal retail. Went good, hoping to move to the next stage. Awesome! I'm so glad. Honestly, if they don't love you, they're probably crazy. Did you tell them about the, like, 4 buckets worth of loose Legos you had when we were younger? From just all the different sets you had? I remember specifically waiting for you to, like, finish building certain sets just so I could play with them, because, like, God forbid I do the actual building part. That looked boring. But playing with them afterwards, now that was the good shit. I've decided I'm gonna go to the library today. Finally get a library card. For the first time in, like, ever. And I think I'm gonna take myself out to lunch, too. Been a while since I just went out and ate midday meal somewhere. Normally when I get takeout, it's for dinner, so that I can skip cooking in the evening. But tonight, I'm actually gonna cook some fried rice. So I'll have that to do. So, I might as well use my weekly meal slot to go out for lunch. I kind of want to go to Panera, but that might be in the opposite direction of... Might be in the opposite direction of where the library is. I honestly don't know. Right now I'm just patiently waiting for the PC release of Stellar Blade today. Ooh, what time is that gonna drop? You know, it's kind of crazy how far, like, these different video platforms like YouTube have gone to sort of make content creation super accessible for a lot of people. Like, I've been watching this really good series called Bistro Huddy, which is literally just this guy makes YouTube shorts where he essentially has his own, like the Bear style drama show, but more comedy focused, and it's just about, like, serving at a restaurant. So, like, less about, you know, the cooking of the food and stuff like that. And we're about just, like, oh, relatable, what it's like to be working as a server kind of content. But, like, it's a full-on TV show. He has story arcs, he has different recurring characters. And it's actually really good. Craziest part of all is that he plays all of them. Like, every single character is just this one guy wearing different wigs and doing different voices. And he's actually really good at it. And apparently him and his wife write the series together. And man, they got some really impressive writing chops if that's the case. Because these characters all feel so real and dynamic. No clue. They're just gonna drop Stellar Blade on you. No warning, no pretense given. Just, here's your game. I really enjoyed Stellar Blade when I got it for the PS4. I actually never finished it, though. I got to this one difficult fight, and I was like, I want to go do something else, and then I never came back to it. There's always just so many games to play, man. Honestly, it's too much choice sometimes. There's always new shit coming out, too. Everyone else always like, oh, there's no good games coming out, but I usually do a pretty good job at finding something to play. I think it's mostly just because I have a really good sense of what my type of game is, like what things I really like to play and what things I really don't like to play. So it's a lot easier for me to be a discernible consumer, to look at something and pretty quickly go, I would enjoy that, or I wouldn't enjoy that. And you know, there are some games that you wait to see reviews for, because you're kind of on the fence of whether or not it's going to be good. So you rely on, like, your trusted source of reviewers who are like, these guys match my taste pretty closely. So I know that if they like something, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to like it too. So I'm going to wait to hear what they have to say about the game, so that I know whether or not it's worthwhile to me. But then there's other things that you're like, I don't give a shit what anybody says, this is 100% my jam, up my alley, I'm getting this game. I don't care if it turns out to be the shittiest game in the world. Honestly, that's the real way to consume any content, you know? Don't worry too much about, like, objective quality and public consensus. Just figure out what you like. Find reviewers that match that taste so that they can give you good recommendations. Same, but I also work backwards when looking for new games to play. What do you mean, work backwards? It's badger time! Let me pull up a picture of a badger so I know what I'm drawing here. The good old North American badger. Get a picture of bro with his teeth out. Badgers are so funny. They're like pancake shaped. Like very flat. I look at older games. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Badger's got huge fucking canines, too. Oof. I'll tell you what, man. Don't fuck with any badgers, like... Forget honey badgers. Don't fuck with badgers, period. These guys are just like little pocket knives. They have so many sharp angles. They have so many sharp angles. Badger, 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 badger. Whoop. Opened Explorer, no! Also, I just got a notification of a new Russian badger, hey! I did it, I summoned him. You're welcome, everyone. If y'all don't know who the Russian badger is, go watch his shit. It's really funny. He does shorts about games, specifically like, you know, combat friend shooters, you know, team shooter games, Call of Duty, that kind of shit. He and his friends are fucking hilarious. There we go, that's looking like a badger, right? There, badger. Scary badger. Honestly, that is pretty intimidating to look at. I realized what elevates a snarl is making the gum line visible. It just ratchets up the intensity. Also the soulless dot eyes. Terrifying. Doing this while I'm at work somehow. Normally I don't. Great cat. Yeah, thanks. This is totally a cat. Absolutely 100% a cat. Spot on, Jakob. Hope work's going well. Must be doing something right if you can take some time to watch a live stream. My work has crazy amounts of dad time, or downtime. Dad time, what the fuck? Downtime. Like, you'll go from being the busiest person on the planet, and then the next minute it's just dead in there. That's sort of the shit with custom framing, though. I definitely need 2.0 in the background here. Oh. I always forget to start that new layer. Just the vaguest suggestion of space in the background there. Gonna copy this. So yeah, that's why when I'm at work I actually get quite a bit of time to work on my webcomic. This thing is fucking terrifying, though. Like, I kind of outdid myself with this one. Holy shit. Look at him. Okay. Zoom. Badger. They are cute little fucks when they're not growling at you. Looking generally possessed. Oh shit, Steak's playing Helldivers. Go, Steak, go. Liberate that democracy or whatever the hell happens in that game. ears are kind of like on the sides of their head rather than on the top. It's a funny look. I got too many fucking tabs open. I keep opening the wrong program. Badgers look like they have a fur coat draped over themselves at all times. Oh yeah, and you can't forget about the giant claws they have. Like, holy cow. I guess that's just what happens when you're built for digging. Oh lord, he coming. The hackles are up. Hmm. Ugh. Oh, my shoulder's starting to get tight. Happens after all the drawing. Hmm. Badgers really feel like one of those animals where you look at it and you're like, why isn't this an apex predator? I definitely made it look like a bear when I was sketching this out. Honestly, maybe it's fitting that I made badgers look a lot like bears, because they kind of fill that threat level role for the cats. Honestly, it does seem like changing the shape of the ear is usually enough to sort of kill that bear illusion. Oh, I didn't put the background in this one. Honestly, just get rid of that background. Oh, there already was a background. I just didn't see it. Haha. Ugh. Oh, my fingers are starting to hurt. Okay, let's finish this scene and then I'll probably call it a day here. Ugh, alright. Wee. Toning the page. I'm thinking about what this is gonna be like to animate, and I already hate myself for doing this. Okay. Awesome. Alright, well I feel like that was a pretty good chunk of work today. Honestly, dedicating these live streams to working on the trailer has been really good for just giving me some time to sit down and really work on it. Because it's like, I've blocked out a time slot, it's dedicated, we're doing this, you know. Alright, but I'm gonna stop that here for today. My bones are getting weary and I'm ready to go do lunch stuff today. So, for everybody who joined me today, thank you very much. And to those of you who are watching this as a VOD in the future. If you'd like to see the story that this trailer is being made for, I've got a link in the description to my webcomic, Where the Strays Roam. It's a story about cats living in a post-apocalyptic future after humanity's gone extinct, and their struggles as they readjust to being wild animals again. Highly recommend you check it out. It's been my passion project for the past, 3 or 4 years. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I think it's fantastic. So please do that. If you want to see more content from me, I do gaming streams every weekend on Saturdays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I alternate between doing streams here on this channel and on my friend the Violet Howler's channel, which I believe I have a link to in the description as well. This weekend I'll be on his channel. We're going to be continuing our playthrough of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So come join us there if you'd like to see more of that. Otherwise, hope you guys have a great rest of your